Hello everyone, I'm Donna.
I'm William.
Our project topic is how does COVID-19 change our lives? In this presentation, we will discuss our project background, the data we use, and how COVID-19 impact our lifestyle and well-being. As we all experience, COVID-19 has changed our lives in many ways, and we found that many studies have summarized people's well-being change by interview or survey. But we are curious about how does COVID-19 generally affect people's life, meaning that use larger sample size. So based on this, we found this data is APIMS ATAS data, and the years that we use are shown on the screen. We use some limited year for well-being, as you can see, because the well-being are only tracked in 2010, 2012, 2013, and 2021. So our project might have some limitation because there are many things changed from 2013 to 2021, not only the COVID-19. And this slide shows our sample limitation and the general activity that we track for lifestyle change. And the well-being part, we only focused on the detailed activities. More than 100 cases report they are doing on the interview day to prevent extreme data point.
The first question we'd like to answer is how COVID-19 impacted our lifestyle by time use. Key findings before, during, and after COVID-19, the top five activities for people were childcare, relaxation, sports, exercise, recreation, and work. On average, people spent the most time on work and relaxation time before, during, and after COVID-19. Looking at the differences relative to COVID-19 for each activity, there was a general increase during COVID-19 and after COVID-19 in childcare, housework, and relaxation, with a subsequent decrease from during COVID-19 to after COVID-19 in these activities. So the first visualization is average time use for a person separated from before, during, and after COVID-19. And the second visualization is the difference using before COVID-19 as a base. And now we can get into the subgroups. Looking at, so this is a subgroup of age. Most age groups saw an increase in childcare during and after COVID-19, with the exception of 46 to 55-year-olds. All age groups saw an increase during and after COVID-19 to housework. Ages 18 to 24 saw the greatest increase to childcare time during COVID-19 and the greatest increase to work time after COVID-19. Ages Ages 46 to 55 years was the only group to experience a decrease in work time during and after COVID-19. Um, Dividing into groups based on gender now, females and males both experienced a general increase in childcare, housework, and relaxation time, with a decrease in sports and recreation time. Females experienced a slight increase to in work during COVID-19 and a larger increase after COVID-19, while conversely, males saw a slight decrease during COVID and an even larger decrease to work after COVID-19.
So the next question is, how does COVID-19 impact people's top five happiest activities? Or what activity make people feel happier after COVID-19? This is our key findings. We found that people report they are happier for travel-related activities and social and communicate-related activities. For travel-related activities, 8 out of 12 subgroups feel that they feel happier after COVID-19. And for social and communicate group, 5 out of 12 subgroups feel report they feel happier after COVID-19. Although COVID-19 changed people's life in many ways, people still report that playing with children are one of their top 5 happiest activity before and after COVID-19. So when we look at this plot, in general, people rank travel related to religious and spiritual practice and socialize and communicate with others as the second and third happiest activity after COVID-19. But we can see from this plot that these two activities are ranked as the third and the fourth before COVID-19. This means that they feel happier for these two activities after COVID-19. And from these two plots, we can also see that both before and after COVID-19, people report playing with children, not sport, as their top one happiest activity. And when we discuss divided into age groups, for people at the age of 18 to 24, they report travel related to religious and spiritual practice, and playing games, and working, exercise, and playing with animal as three of their top 5 activities after COVID-19, but did not show as their top 5 activity before COVID-19. And for people at their age of 25 to 35, they report socialize, travel related to eat and drink, and travel related to religious and spiritual practice as their 3 of their top 5 happiest activities after COVID-19, but not before COVID-19. For people at their age of 36 to 45, they report that travel and attending religious service as top 5 happiest activity after COVID-19, but not before COVID-19. And for people at their age of 46 to 55, they report the social and communicate and travel related to social and communicate as their top 5 happiest activity after COVID-19, but not before COVID-19. And for people who is 55 years or older, they report travel related to doing sports, exercise, recreation, and travel related to purchase food, and working, exercise, and playing with animals, happier after COVID-19. And then we will divide it by gender. For male group, male feels socialize, communicate with others, and travel related to helping non-adult happier after COVID-19 than before COVID-19. And for the female group, they report social and communicate, and working, exercise, and playing with animals as their top 5 happiest activity after COVID-19, but not before COVID-19. And then we will divide it into marriage status group. The first is the never married group. They report the social and communicate with others happier after COVID-19 than before COVID-19. And then it's the widowed or divorced separated group. They report that travel related to purchase food, lawn gardening and houseplant care, and travel related to help non-adult as their top 5, 3 of their top 5 happiest activity after COVID-19, but not before COVID-19. And for the married group, they report travel as happier after COVID-19 than before COVID-19. And then we will do a case study on the well-being change for on-site and remote workers.
Looking at all the activities together, both on-site and remote workers experienced a decrease in meaning and happiness relative to before and after COVID-19. On-site workers experienced an increase in pain, while remote workers experienced a decrease in pain. Separating now into citizenship status, both workers, regardless of citizenship status, experienced a slight increase in tiredness. Native remote workers experienced a significantly larger change in tiredness. Native on-site workers experienced increased meaning and happiness, while foreigners experienced a decrease to both. And then native remote workers experienced increased happiness, while foreigners remote workers experienced a decrease to both. Now looking at genders, both worker types and genders experienced a decrease in meaning. Female remote workers experienced a significantly larger decrease in meaning compared to the others. Female on-site workers experienced an increase to sadness and tiredness, while male on-site workers experienced a decrease to both. Female remote workers also experienced a decrease to happiness and stress and tiredness, while male workers experienced an increase to all of them.
So when divided into more detailed activities, the purple is on-site worker and the green one is remote workers. For the activity that they spend most time on the day, we found that the on-site worker reports that they feel less tired for these detailed activities. And for the stressfulness, we also see that on-site worker report they feel less stressed than the remote worker. And this is our reference. Thank you.
Thank you.